This is another new Black World Order TV Productions. Chopper. What's up, dog? I see you back. What you got to say about my man Donald Trump?
Yeah, he's a rich idiot. I'm all about this. I got to get in this.
Do you think we headed for World War?
I think we better get down here and get this thing.
It's sad to say, but we about a 65 or 70% chance.
Hey, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna holler at you, man.
No doubt.
If they don't make some changes in our leadership, we're doomed.
So you think it may be a ground war?
No, I wish it was. We have a chance of survival.
What?
We would have a chance of
I
survival.
don't think North Korea. I think they bluffing.
This boy is not a real leader. He's another idiot that's in power, that has power gone to his head too. So that makes it dangerous. You got this idiot over here, power going to, he dropping bombs every which way. Twitch, ISIS was a problem. I don't have a problem with that dropping. But man, he don't consult with nobody when he gets ready to do big things, and that's very dangerous to this country.
But he shouldn't. I don't think nobody should take. Yeah, nobody should tell anybody their move.
Well, you got to consult with somebody. You just can't go on your emotions.
He did consult with the general.
Did he?
Yeah. He just didn't make it.
But Congress didn't know nothing about it.
Do they need to know? They go and tell it. They gonna tell when he gonna strike before he strikes.
Okay, that's fine.
Would you threaten a man and don't strike him?
Hey man, listen. Congress is supposed to be made up of a whole lot of smart minds. Somebody might know something. So what the fuck do you know? Excuse my language. I know this, I'm on tape, but
Congress don't know. Listen,
hey,
Congress. Why is the Democrats in Congress now siding with Trump, who last week before this incident, they were his mortal enemies? Explain that to me, dog.
Well, I'm gonna give you an example.
Why they on board?
Listen, Hillary went with Bush when the pressure got on. Obama didn't.
Wait a minute, the Democrats put pressure on Trump to go to war. He won't go to war.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the same type of situation that we're facing now. We was put in the same situation with Hillary, and she went with Trump. But Obama said no. So you got to have a... See, we're talking about a superior brain.
Hillary went with George Bush, not Trump.
George Bush.
Y'all love lying on Trump.
But we see, when you're dealing with Obama, you're dealing with a superior brain.
What?
Superior, that's right, I used the word.
Man, how did you come up with something like that?
Because I'm intelligent myself.
So Obama got better brains than any other person.
Put them all together and they still don't match up to his.
Say, you got to be kidding me.
You can take that to the bank, brother.
You got to be kidding me. Listen.
No, you don't get this nowhere else. But
why did?
Yeah, he bought this election by way of the black churches across the country. I'm gonna give you an example. Detroit, Chicago.
Definitely Detroit.
Definitely Detroit. Democratic stronghold.
You know the pastors in Detroit sick the Detroit Police Department on a group of young black kids that was organizing in the Detroit community because they saw through the bullshit of the black church.
Yeah.
They call New Era, Chicago, and Detroit.
And see, Trump putting out that money, they railed against that. So the election was bought by way of the black churches across this country.
So is the black church playing a traitorous part to their own people?
It's a traitorous part because they ain't got nothing coming. He promised them the world, but is he going to deliver? No, he's not going to deliver. Has he ever delivered on any of the bankruptcies he went?
We're not here to talk about the bankruptcy.
Well, it's all falling
or the taxes. We don't want to talk about the taxes.
We don't have to talk about it.
We don't want to talk about the taxes.
We don't want to talk about it, but let me say this. It all fall in the same category, brother. Still fall you owe and don't pay. Whether it's by verbal, word, a handshake, and his word ain't. What is his word? The man has been. Is a bona fide liar.
He brung the jobs back with the courier company.
Did it? Must have been by accident. Because his economic skills. He didn't go to Harvard. He don't have a constitutional degree like the president just left, but that's all irrelevant. I understand that. But you got to remember what's going on. The black churches in this country is a very powerful asset. And that's what happened. People woke up and that happened. The black churches put him. He fixed one right here. Church looked like a piece of junk when Donald Trump got through with it over in Chesterfield. It looked like the New World Order.
What?
Yeah.
A black church?
A black church he fixed in Chesterfield.
In Chesterfield. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I should have told you.
Well, bring it out, brother. I didn't know nothing about
that.
The
church looked like garbage. Well, church was ran down. When they didn't have a toilet outside. They had to use a porta toilet.
Outhouse.
Outhouse. And when Donald Donald got through with it, his vice got through with it with that church and that crew. In other words, the vice left out of here. He left out of here one night. He flew out of here wherever, back to New York or wherever, to Donald, and Cruz came in the next day.
Okay.
Cruz was flying in.
Mm-hmm.
Donald's people was flying in and made that church look like, they needed an example to show the rest of the world. So that was a prime example
of him buying votes.
Hey, who say he bought votes? He bought the church.
Oh.
It's the same difference, though. You bought the church.
You buy the votes.
You buy the votes. They sitting in brand new seats and everything. Oh, yeah. And then you got the preacher. He been bought. I don't know how much money went into the congregation. But, hey, that's just one example to what happened across this country.
Okay.
All right?
So, yeah, it happened in New York, too, didn't it?
That's probably one of the first places they hit. That's their home base.
Right.
New York. So, but they didn't win New York, though.
So do you think Donald Trump will be here?
See, New York was hip to him.
They hip to him.
New York took some of his loss. Matter of fact, I lived in some of his daddy houses in New York.
Trump, daddy house.
Yeah, he was a slumlord.
What?
First class slumlord, if you might say.
What? What were
some
of the conditions of the houses? Or the living conditions?
Well, I don't have to say that. I said slumlord, didn't I?
Yeah, that's self-explanatory.
Okay. Speak for itself.
Okay. Well, some are better than others, though.
Yeah, but having said that, I'm gonna have to leave you guys there to the next episode of
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump and my production.
Okay. So, one final question before you go. Do you think Donald Trump will get reelected?
Yes and no. I don't think so. At first,
you didn't thought he was gonna win.
At first, I didn't thought he could win, but now you don't know how these people gonna do.
Right, you don't.
He might make up. See, people easy to forget.
And forgive.
So he can make another pass across this country.
So the show look like them Democrats have forgiven him since he dropped them bombs and ready to go to war.
Man, this man is. You ever seen? He's a classic example of the devil himself.
Donald Trump.
Anytime you're against him, the devil today, and with him tomorrow. So what is that?
Well, that means the Democrats was really down with him from the jump street if they could just change like that and flip and flop. And one more thing before you go. I know you got to go. Do you see how Donald Trump is even flip-flopping on some of his constituents? He's not really delivering the things that he promised them.
He never was going to deliver. So, having said that...
That American steel ain't in that pipeline.
Having said that, I'm going to rest my case because I got to go And
Well,
y'all
could you tell the people to support their president before you go?
support him. He is our president. We got to have somebody, even if there's a fool in there.
He ain't my damn president. He might be yours.
Well,
If he call a draft, would you suggest that we go to fight for him and what he started?
Excuse my expression, what I'm getting ready to say, but hell the F no.
This has been another New Black World Order TV production. And y'all heard it. We do not suggest that you go to war and fight for Donald Trump.
And this is a product of the political educated down here on the lower level.
No doubt. Chopper, big dog in the house.
See, everybody ain't got political education down here, man.
Right. When you coming back?
Y'all gonna have to pay for the next edition. Okay?
No doubt. So how could they get it to you? You got on PayPal?
Yeah, just tell them, make a donate. Give me a Facebook page and donate to me.
Okay, no doubt.
Because I'm going to keep y'all informed, and I'm going to educate this country one speech at a time.
No doubt. We appreciate you, dog. Thanks for coming out and sharing an elder's perspective and point of view.
And hey, I got one final blow.
Okay.
He lost that health care bill because if they had passed it, Republicans would have been packing all of their bags.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yes.
You think he couldn't have made nothing better than what Obama did?
No, what I'm saying, no, he had nothing. He was offering nothing. He was taking away and was offering nothing.
It was called Trump care.
Trump care would have been no care at all. That's what it represented.
Well,
and they would have left the people. So if you can remember that video that they made of Ron Paul pushing the woman off the cliff in the wheelchair, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Trump care represents.
Oh yeah.
And Ron Paul voted for it.
But he ain't cut the food stamps off yet.
Well, no, he ain't cut the food stamps off because if he do, and it passed through Congress, all of them going to be done.
Yes, because majority of the people that get food stamps in this country,
they are same people in Congress, people too.
Yeah.
Their families get food stamps.
Right.
So they can't do that.
Because they never saw.
Talk to me, brother.
A bunch of mean white people.
Talk to me, because I'm telling you what's educated. This country needs to be more politically educated, and I'm doing it one video speech at a time.
Okay.
Because if you keep listening to me, you're going to know exactly what's going on. And when the voting time comes, you're going to know how to vote too. No doubt. We thank you, dog. Appreciate you. This has been another New Black World Order TV production. Go, you got it. What? That's worth $1 million to you. Chopper.